Hey guys, so I am very, very, very late for this live, but we're gonna see if there's any questions on YouTube. I haven't done a YouTube live in maybe like 4 months now. So let's see if anyone decides to hop on. Let's see. Hi. Oh, they got off.
Click the wrong thing.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Hello. Let's see. If you have any questions, you can definitely, you know, write it and I'll try to answer it as best as possible. I am like an hour late. I was on Instagram Live and then I was trying to get YouTube set up, but I was having the hardest time getting YouTube up. So I did my Instagram and now I'm up here to see if I can answer any questions on here. You guys have any questions? It's been a while for YouTube, so would love to see what you guys are working on or struggling with. And then also add my Bold by Monique page because I go on Instagram Live, like once or twice a week. So if you want to catch me on live, definitely add that page. So we have a few people. Say hi. So we'll wait like maybe one more minute. And if you have any questions, hey. Okay. Thank you for being such an inspiration. My question would be it went away. My question would be, how do you overcome difficult times and not give up? So you have to remember your why. What is your reason? What is your reason for what you're doing? Your reason has to be greater than money. It has to be greater than things that don't matter. And that's probably the only thing that I can really think of. Like that's literally the only thing that keeps me going is my why and why I'm doing it. It just has to be greater than like materialistic reasons. So what is that for you? Like, so for me, I just want freedom in what I'm doing. I knew that I wasn't supposed to be, doing a boring job the rest of my life. I don't like structure. I'm not good at structure. Like I was a horrible employee. So me working for myself is just my why. Me having the freedom to move about, to create, that's my why. And so your why just has to be the thing that keeps you going. And that's probably the best advice that I could give you. So figure out your why and keep your why at the forefront of your mind. And I guarantee that that will help you get up every single day and do what you need to do. Just like my why, like when I was working in corporate America, I was like, I can't do this no more. Like, I can't do this no more. So like that pushed me every day. So I would go to work, but then I would come home and work on my business. And so keep your why at the forefront of your mind, and then hopefully that'll help you. Hey guys, it's been a minute. I've missed you guys. So I was saying beforehand, add me on my business page on Instagram because I go live there at least twice a week on Instagram. So add me on my Instagram page if you guys want to ask questions, because I definitely do tons of Q&As over there. Do you guys have any questions? How's it going? What are you guys working on? Nadette, did you start yet? Because I know you were working on a few things a few months back. So would love to hear how your businesses are going. I think I'm gonna start doing like brunch classes, like a business brunch, like on a Saturday, for entrepreneurs who want ideas, so you can be authentic to what your vision is. So I'm really excited about that. Giving you guys the tools necessary to keep going. And if you have any questions, definitely leave it in the comments. Hi dear, sorry, washing my dishes. Yes, I've started, but it's kind of slow at the moment. I will be releasing my new collection end of April. Oh, that's exciting. And don't get discouraged if it's going kind of slow, because all it takes is like that one post that, you might end up in the explore page. So just be consistent with what you have going on. And keep pushing. I'd love to get a one-on-one session for some tips. Yes, I am still doing one-on-one sessions. I don't really teach on YouTube too much anymore, but I am still doing one-on-one sessions. So if you go to my website on the resources page, you can find my calendar there, and I would love to help you. Anybody have any questions? I think I need to learn more about marketing for sure. That's where I'm lacking. Okay. So do you have your Instagram page? I can kind of take a look at it, and then if you want to email me afterwards, I can kind of give you some quick feedback of some of the things that you could possibly do. So send me your Instagram page, and then we can talk offline and maybe give you some ideas. Yeah, my calendar is, well, I can make time. If you schedule time on my calendar, I'll make time for you. I don't really have time. Oh, everybody, so this is my new addition to my team.
Hey guys.
That's Rachel.
I'm doing the cat typing on the keyboard.
She's like, have you guys seen the Kermit the Frog memes? That's Rachel.
All the time.
All right. Okay, so let me check that out. And yeah, so there's tons of things. Oh, they're saying hi, Rachel. So there's tons of things going on over here, and that's why we've been like crazy over here. But all good things, all good things. Let's see. I launched my business January 2020. I really want to take it to the next level because I'm so ready to transition myself out of self-employment. I feel that. So it's kind of hard to discuss. I need like a little overview of your business. But consistency, doing things at work, we really follow like our analytics so our primary way of selling is Instagram. And so we like look hard at each picture that we post, and we dissect the analytics. And so that's really important. And then once you figure out what works in your business, you keep doing that consistently. And then that can kind of change the way you do business. Okay, so what was it? Akiza Jewelry. Oops. Akiza Okay, are there any questions? Ooh. Okay. So let's see. I love your packaging. That's cute. Your aesthetic looks good. Let's see. Oh, okay. So let's see. Looks like you're engaging. So I would probably, do you do any video? Okay, so here's one video. I love your packaging. It's like super sleek. That's a real, okay, I like this necklace.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah, that's cute. Have you tried, oops. Have you tried, yeah, I would do more video. I would do more videos and then actually have your customers, like if your customers are wearing it, maybe like create a hashtag or ask them to like tag, or not ask them to tag your pictures, but I think you should probably be like a little bit more engaged, because one thing that I know I do, I don't know if you do this, do you look on the tagged, like if, see if it's tagged? Yeah, so you want to have social proof, and right now you don't have too much social proof. You want people to be excited about your brand and have them tag it, because one of the things, like if I'm buying something, I'm going to go to that tagged folder to see who else is buying it. And if I don't see too many people buying it, then I'm not going to buy it. So maybe try to get some people to like tag their photos, or not even get them to, I don't know, like you just maybe want to be a little bit more engaging with your customers, and get them excited about it so they can tag your products. So, okay, you do. It's only a few people. Okay, gotcha. But your page looks good. I love your logo. That necklace was super cute. I really like that. So let's see. Let's go to your website. Your photography is good. You have reviews, which is good. Yeah, I think you just need to put your brand out there a little bit more. Try video. I saw one video, but try a little bit more video and see how well that works. So basically, like when you first get started, it's all about testing to see what works. And then you can kind of find your groove. And then do you do stories? I see that you have your story highlights, but make sure you're doing at least stories every day or posting every day. That's cute. I like that. Not a lot of people. Yeah, so I think you just need to get engagement, get your engagement up. And get social proof. Like people, you said not a lot of people buy right now, but if they do buy, have them, or see, you know, if they do buy and then they share the photos with you, make sure you're like reposting them. Let's see, do you have stuff on your feedback? Okay. Yeah, I love that. That's cute. You have polls. Okay, yeah. It's just a matter of time. Keep going. I do stories at least 5 times a week. I also have a live on launch. Lives are good. I like lives. And you can kind of show off your items. So, All right. Anybody else have any questions? Do I sell vendor lists? No, I don't sell vendor lists. I work with about 3 vendors. And I have an ebook about how to start. But I don't teach, or I don't give people like information. I teach people how to do it. And I think that if you know the art of sourcing, then you can pretty much source for anything. So I don't believe in vendor lists. And then I was looking on a few videos. Some people don't even try out the vendors that they're giving you. So you're just buying vendor lists. And these people haven't even like vetted the vendors. So I'm not a fan of vendor lists personally, but I will teach you how to source for yourself. But I'm not a fan of vendor lists. Yeah, lives are good. We just did a live last week about like my favorite pieces, and then Rachel shared her favorite pieces. So maybe have like someone come in and do a live with you about like what pieces that they love from the collection, why do they love it, try it on, and stuff like that. So if you go to my resources tab on my website, boldbymonique.com, you can click resources, and then there's an ebook right there. And it just gives you a real easy rundown of how to source and what to look for. Oh, thank you. So one thing that we're really doing in our business that's been working is a lot of like, here, let me go to my page. We've been doing like a lot of trendy like outfits lately. Like we've been posting things that you would find on Pinterest. So like whenever we post something, we're like, okay, would this work on Pinterest? And that is kind of like our go-to mindset when we've been posting. And when I tell you it is working out, because the Instagram algorithm is different now. So Instagram used to be based on likes and comments. Now Instagram is more so on saves and shares. So the more, what is it, like aesthetic-y, Pinteresty your photos are, the more Instagram will push your stuff to the search page, push your content to the top. So do you take pictures yourself? No. So we've been using some of our customer photos. Like if our customers tag us in their pictures, we use that. We'll sometimes take a few of our pictures ourselves. I've hired a photographer a few times. He does our photos. Rachel, some of you guys are new. Rachel takes photos. I'll give her pieces, and she'll kind of just do her own thing. We are probably going to hire someone to do content for us in the near future. That'll be the next hire, is someone to do content. I know I look like an auntie. I posted a TikTok last week. That thing. TikTok was actually good for us.
We're working on it.
Yeah, TikTok was good. Like I got 140 followers on TikTok based off of one video, and it was like big what is it?
Don't even get me started. It's gonna be in my
something big Bentley Bentayga. Ooh, a baka. Like that thing. We got like, I want to say it's like at like 6,000 views right now. And then we got so many followers just off of that one terrible video. So TikTok has been good. So yes. Do you take pictures yourself? Do you recommend releasing a collection? I mean, we release, yeah, I mean, We don't really release collections. We just release pieces as they come in. But collections work for some people. And I would never say don't do it. I always say try, see what happens. You kind of never know. So, how long should I market the pieces before launch? So I didn't have a launch or pre-launch or anything like that. I just appeared on Instagram, introduced myself, and then kept it moving. So you could introduce your pieces before you launch. But the thing is, I find when people do this like formal launch, they're disappointed when they get like 2-3 sales that first day. Like, so I kind of just like hopped on the scene, introduced myself, and then I just posted like I've always been there. You don't have to do a formal launch. I don't know, like I think it's actually better if you just hop on the scene like you're just the expert that you are in your own mind. I don't know. Have you ever bought from a company that just like launched, like did this huge launch and appeared? And other than your friends,
I definitely go look and see
how long they've been in
how
business?
long and just like how well they like are like what does their page look like? Do they
Yeah.
look legit? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like don't get too caught up on like this formal launch. Like literally, I introduced myself and then I just started posting like I knew what I was doing.
Right.
I didn't have no clue what I was doing, but people didn't know that. So don't get too caught up on a formal launch. Let's see. How long do you set pre-orders before releasing the product? I am. Oh, okay. Hold on. Best place to buy bubble mailers. I buy my bubble mailers from Etsy, and then a company called like Proline. They're in Chicago. But I love our Etsy bubble mailers, so I would say Etsy. And then, how long do you set pre-orders before releasing the product? 2 weeks. And I would not go anything, what is it, longer than 2 weeks? Right? Mm-hmm. Longer than 2 weeks. At 2 weeks, that's all people will be able to take. Like, we're not doing pre-orders anymore. Like, we just can't do pre-orders anymore because we're marketing at a rate where these people, people don't really know me. When we were smaller, people got a chance to like, stay on the page, get to know me. They're like, where's my product? And I want it right now. And they don't give you any grace. The larger you get, the harder it is to do pre-orders, unless you're like Kylie Jenner or you're waiting for Jordans. Like, but when it comes to small businesses, like I would not have people waiting more than 2 weeks. And that's pushing it because after those 2 weeks, they're like, where's my order? But yeah, pre-orders, it's getting to, this is our last pre-order. We have about 120 orders sitting over there. And then I have like 250 in our queue that we need to get out. And the larger you get, the harder it is for you to do pre-orders. Like it's overwhelming. So we're now just like doubling the inventory that we buy so we don't run out as fast. Of course. Does anybody else have any questions? Do you pack your orders and how long does it usually take? It depends. Now that Rachel's here, for those who have missed her,
hey guys,
she handles customer service. She handles our influencer program. She handles my life. She keeps me organized. So if me and Rachel are doing it together, we could probably do 100 orders in like, what, three hours?
In our system,
yeah, once we get going, if we're together, we can bust out 100 orders easily by ourselves. If it's just me, it takes about, for me to do 180 orders, it takes about 6 hours. She said I need a Rachel in my life. You do.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, There's days though that I'll just be sitting in here from like 9 a.m. and then Rachel will get here at like 1 and I've gotten through like 50 orders. It just depends. Yeah, it just depends. Sometimes like when we get into our mode, we bust out orders. But then if we get into our mode and then we have like wine, then all hell can like break loose. But yeah, so I definitely have help now, but yeah, we could probably finish that stack in maybe 3 hours, maybe.
I like packing nights though. 'Cause it's
Packing
fun.
nights, yeah.
You sit there and bust out orders, pour a glass of wine. Like, it's my favorite.
And then our voice starts going higher and higher. James! Okay. Did you do a professional photo shoot for your site? It's hard. Yeah. So I did do a professional photo shoot for our site. Photography is very important. How you capture the jewelry, the mood that you're trying to like express, like we have everyday jewelry, but we kind of wanted like that streetwear feel because like that's us every day. So we did do professional photography. I think it's a great investment. There are certain things that you want to invest in. Photography. If you're not good at photography, invest in photography. You always want to invest in your packaging, your branding, and the branding can go so far. Like your branding as far as like your logo, and then your thank you cards and your jewelry care cards and your like, so right now, like these are our boxes, but we switch up our boxes like every so often. So this is a style of our box. We've done boxes like this and gold foil. We have boxes like this, so silver, we have gold, we have gray. So we change up our packaging often, but it's always nice and clean and simple and something that, people are like, oh, this is nice. Like you always want to invest in your packaging, invest in your photos, and invest in your branding. Let's see. I've been wanting to start my own jewelry business for the last 1.5 years, but I'm terrified. I'm in the stages of finding my supplier on Alibaba, but it's so overwhelming. Do you have any tips on finding my vendor on Alibaba? How much should I allocate to spend? My biggest fear is spending lots of money on inventory and my business flopping. So I don't know if you've been on any of my other lives. It's okay to fail. I had a planner business that flopped. That thing flopped, and it flopped bad. But I think the planner business flopping made room for my jewelry business. So I don't think that fear should be the reason that stops you for not trying what you want to try. Because I can guarantee you, if you do something in here and it doesn't work out, it probably taught you something for the next venture that you have. So fear should not be the reason to like make you fearful of starting your own business. Now, what I will say though is if jewelry is not a passion of yours, don't do it. If you just think, okay, I'm just gonna make a few dollars here, if it's a money thing, I would not do it, because 9 times out of 10, oh, it was funny. Oh my God. Okay, so this is what I'll tell you. So I don't know where you are. In the States, we have what's called a PPP loan, and the government is giving out these loans to small businesses because of the pandemic, right? So my dad was like, hey, Monique. So in 2020, we made money. But in 2019, when I got started, I made $800, but I think it took me like $1,500 to get my business off the ground. Oh, so you're in Canada. Okay. So, it took $1,500 for me to get my business off the ground. And then I made $800, when I launched, right? So I applied for the PPP loan based off of my 2019 taxes because my 2020 taxes aren't done. The government said, oh, based off of your 2019 taxes, we can give you $3. So, but like, but like that's how it is when you start. So you're not going to be making money to where it's profitable in the beginning. So if it's a money thing, the money doesn't happen when you first start. Like, I'm just going to be completely honest. The money does not happen when you first start. The money is going to happen once you like get going. Like, so now my business is profitable, but I remember telling you guys, if you want to continue to grow, you need to take what you've earned and keep investing it back into your business. So, it's okay if you fail. Failing is a learning experience. Like, I failed in my first business. I failed, but this one works. So you don't want to be fearful to the point where you don't at least try. You want to at least try, see where it takes you. But just know your why. If you love jewelry and you feel like this is something that you can do, then go for it. Go like head first, like without any hesitation. But if this is just, oh, I want to start a side hustle, if you want to be successful, you're going to need to keep reinvesting in yourself, and you're not going to make money in the beginning. I'm just going to be honest. No. Yeah, it's really hard if you want to continue to grow. Of course. I'm going to always be honest because I think there's a lot of people lying on the internet saying, oh, this is all you have to do. And that's not all you have to do. A lot of people make it look easy, and it's a lot of hard work. So anybody have any other questions? Let's see. Of course. Yeah, I mean, entrepreneurship's not for everyone. And I feel like you can thrive in your gifting. Because I mean, I asked Rachel, do you want to be an entrepreneur?
I don't think so.
Yeah, she doesn't.
No, I'm okay to admit that. I'm just not. My role is way better doing this. So
I ask Rachel all the time. I'm like, Rachel, do you want to start your business? And she is like, I am okay. And I love her honesty because I feel like everyone has their own gifting, right?
for sure.
Rachel, I'm gonna get real biblical in a second. Rachel has the gift of administration, right? Rachel keeps me on top of things. I don't have that gift, but I have a gift of it's called exhortation, like encouraging people, right? So I'm operating in my gifting, and I'm doing it at such a level that's perfect for what I'm doing. But Rachel has a gifting of administration, and she is on top of it, right? That's not my gift. I suck at what Rachel does, but she walks like she's so good at that. And so people are like, no, I need to have a business to make money. No, like if you connect with the right person, you like, when I get stuff, like Rachel helps me out to the point where it's like, hey Monique, I worked 8 hours. I'm paying you for 10 just because you saved my life this week. You know what I mean? So she's still benefiting off of the blessing of my business, and she's keeping me, it's like a partnership basically. So a lot of people are like, you know, oh, I have to start a business. No, you need to operate in your gifting. That's what it really is. James has it's like a gifting of like mercy. So whenever he meets someone, he feels compassion. James is my boyfriend. He feels compassion for that person, so he can make anyone feel like he's there to listen. And he does that so well to the point where it translates, like he works with kids, and it translates so well with little kids. So as long as you're operating in your gifting, you're going to be fine. But a lot of people aren't, people aren't going to tell you that. People are in this day and age is like, no, take your stimulus check, go get you a business license, turn it like, no, that's not for everybody. And you're not operating in the gifts that you were given because you're trying to like do, I don't know, I'm off on a tangent, but I'm just saying be authentic to you, be authentic to your gifting, and that will take you further than you doing something that you have no business doing. And then like, I just wasted all my money.
I think it's entrepreneurship's a trending thing.
Yeah.
I would say entrepreneurship's a trending thing. So then I'm like, I have Monique and I have another friend who have their own business. And I'm like, oh my gosh, should I be doing this? But then when you sit down and like really think about yourself, like, I like doing this.
Yeah.
I don't want to do all that.
And you're like, entrepreneurs need people like you. Like I need a Rachel. So figure out what your gifting is too. So let's see. Sonia said, Rachel, can I borrow you? Have you ever had an issue with your inventory the supplier sent you? If yes, do you let them know? Heck yeah, you let them know. So we had a few rings that weren't, what is it called? They weren't polished on one side. And I told them. And then when I was first working with a vendor, like they didn't plate in between some of the links. And I'm like, y'all's plating is real like sketch. So I always tell them, and even if they got something on my order wrong, I'm like, hey, you sent me 5 of these size 8s. It's this, and this. I was like, so then the next time they send the correct thing. But if you don't correct them, they're just going to keep doing it. And the thing is, once you build a relationship with that vendor, like my vendor, if something is wrong, she's like, I'm on it. We'll fix it. You know, I'll let production know, because they want to keep your business. So you need to tell them if something is wrong. Yeah. Always let them know, whether it's plating. I don't care. Like, I hear stories that some of y'all are like bringing the issues up to your vendors and they're telling you, oh, that's the way it is. No. Okay, well, we're going to have to, you know, look somewhere else to make sure the quality is what we need. Okay, how much of each piece do you recommend starting out? So I get this question often, and my answer is always the same. Like, it doesn't really matter as long as you have a quality product. I started off with 3 different rings, and then we just built from there, and it worked. So you can start with whatever you have, and then just continue to add. How did you decide you were going to stick with your current vendor? How many vendors did you have in the beginning? So I tested about like 5 or 6, and I stuck with one. And then when I went to add sterling silver, we went with another vendor who specialized in sterling silver, because my current vendor specializes in stainless steel. But you don't need to have a certain number. Yeah. You guys have any questions? Any other ones? I know it's been a while. And I told the people who were here before to add me on Instagram on my business page, because I do lives at least once a week. I haven't been on YouTube in a while, because we've been kind of busy. But do you sell on your website, or just, I don't sell on Etsy at all. Etsy is interesting. Etsy is a marketplace, but it's oversaturated when it comes to jewelry. So I was on Etsy my first 2 months, maybe, and I didn't get not one sale, but I was killing it on Instagram. So I don't really do Etsy. I just sell from my website. How are your products water resistant if it's not gold filled? So stainless steel, think of like, so I use stainless steel. Think of like your kitchen sink. Think of like, well, the kitchen sink, right? Most kitchen sinks are stainless steel and they hold water, and your sink doesn't rust, right? So same with our jewelry. This will not, like, you could leave it in the shower or you could leave it underwater. This thing is not gonna rust. Now it is gold plated, so the gold plating, if it comes in contact with too many chemicals or if it's constantly underwater, the plating will fade. But stainless steel itself, the metal is water resistant. So that's the best way I can explain it, is just think of your kitchen sink. Most kitchen sinks are stainless steel and it's meant to hold water daily, right? So that's the same metal that's in our rings, but our rings are plated. And so the plating, if it comes in contact with too much water, then it will fade. But like most of my customers will wear like this necklace to the gym, to in the shower, to the pools, and this thing stays fairly gold. Do you wear any pieces in the shower?
I don't in the shower just because I can take it off, but gym, pool,
Yeah.
beach.
Yeah, so and this is stainless steel, so that's kind of how. The website is bldxmonique.com. So you can find jewelry, you can find my resources. I'm still doing one-on-ones. I'm not really teaching online as much. Yes, Etsy is very oversaturated. Will you be adding more earrings in the future? Yeah, so we just did these. These are our newest design that we made. These are square hoops, and we did them in 2 sizes, and they're super lightweight, 14 karat gold. So we just did these. I just got these today, so they're not on the site yet, but we'll have it on the site tomorrow. My mom has rhodium plated brass from 15 years ago, and I was a seller and none has tarnished. Yeah, rhodium plated. So rhodium is so our stainless steel, like our silver pieces, I don't know if you guys can see this, is plated in rhodium. So I don't know if you can see that. And then this one's plated in 14 karat gold, so. But yeah, rhodium is a great alternative for silver. But I personally don't like working with brass because brass can go brown. But 15 years, I mean, that thing must have been plated really well, and she must have taken great care of it for it to last that long. But yeah, these are our newest. Do you have the other size?
Which one?
Hoops?
These?
No,
Oh, the new ones?
the new ones.
What, the medium one?
Yeah. Thanks. So yeah, so the hoops come in. These are for you.
Oh, you gave those from you?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You're like a walking advertisement. Come here, Rachel. Rachel literally has on all of our jewelry.
I always wear these, especially the bracelets. I have 3 bracelets on.
Yeah.
I'm a big stacker girl. Have the anklet on, so.
And then, so this is the other size of the hoop.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah. So it's 2 different sizes. All right, yeah, these are for you.
Thank you.
And then this is our newest chain too.
With the
But we haven't put this on the site yet. We just got this today. And then adding personal touches. Somebody who, when you start, we always put our logo, on our stuff too. So yeah, just adding little personal touches like that. So All right, let's see what else. How do you determine your pricing? So now it's different. But these are things that you should think about. So when we first started, I had to make sure that it was 4 times the cost to produce. So like when you're adding it up, you want to know how much it costs, how much how much packaging is, how much like packaging and shipping materials are. Then you want to pay yourself, then you want to pay your taxes, right? But as we continue to grow, multiplying your expenses times 4 isn't enough. So as you grow, then you want to consider marketing expenses. Then you want to consider if you need to hire employees. Then you want to consider like if you're doing like if you bring other people on, you have to pay for all of that stuff. So when I first started, I always said multiply your expenses by 4. As you continue to grow, your expenses become a lot more. So what I had my stuff priced at when I first started, I would be out of business right now if I kept it the same price. Because now we do Facebook marketing. So these are my biggest expenses, right? So we run Facebook ads. Facebook ads are about $300 a day. Then we pay my marketing retainer. So the agency, we pay them. Then if we make, say we make $25,000 for the month, then my marketing agency, if we make $25,000 that month, then my marketing agency gets $2,500. So make sure you are pricing your stuff to be able to grow, because if you price your stuff too low, you won't be able to grow. And it's just impossible to continue to grow. So I would actually say that you need to like 6x all of your expenses at this point, to make sure you're priced okay. And then if you do jewelry that you make sure you're adding your designer fee on top, because once you start to grow, time is literally the biggest thing that we don't have enough time in the day. So if you are a creator, or if you do the jewelry, or if you make the jewelry, then make sure you're adding your designer fee on top of that. I went to 6 times cost because I found Facebook and other. No. Yeah, no, it says you can resume. I was like, oh. My phone died. I don't know if you guys are still here. Answer if you're still here. Answer, guys, if you're still here. Okay, yay, we're back. Okay, yeah, so sorry, guys, my phone died. Billy saying, yes, so I currently use for some, like packaging and stuff, I don't. Let's see. For someone just starting, what do you recommend paying daily for Facebook ad marketing? So if you are just starting, I would start with $5 to $10 a day. Maybe start with 5. So I actually would test your ads with 5. So see if your ads do better with picture or video. Then see what types of pictures, what types of videos do well. And then if you have a winning creative, then so if your ads aren't converting with like pictures, but with video, then turn the pictures off and then increase your budget with the videos. So first you want to test, and then see if you have any winning ads. And when I say winning ads, if your conversions, if they convert to sales, then use that creative and then increase your budget little by little, every maybe week or so. So, hey. Rhodium is what people plate silver jewelry with. Basically, it's a silver metal that like instead of like, so for stainless steel pieces, you don't want to just like sell a steel looking piece. Silver is normally plated with rhodium, basically. You know how like we plate most things with gold? Rhodium is the silver metal that they plate certain pieces with. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I'm curious, when asking for a sample, how much was shipping and cost of that one piece? What was your average you were charged? What was the highest you were charged? So I think the average I was probably charged for a sample of my own designs was like $80. Shipping, depending on what you order, shipping is based off of weight. Like we got a huge order, bless you.
Excuse me.
We got a huge order today, but it was mostly full of chains and earrings and stuff like that. So shipping was like $250. But if I'm just buying a few things, shipping could be anywhere between $60 to $110. So, especially if you're doing FedEx Express or DHL Express, shipping is based off of weight. But I know now, like the stuff that we do now is about $250 to ship. Can you talk about your men's collection? What will you be offering? We're thinking about doing rings and maybe a few bracelets and a few chains. But right now we're just working on the orders that we have in our queue. And then once we get those out the door, then we're going to start designing for men's. But right now, I don't know. It might be a surprise because I don't know. What do you think we should do?
Men's?
Yeah.
I think especially the bracelets too.
Yeah.
Like James had said.
Yeah. I think we might do bracelets.
It's out there.
Yeah.
It's out there.
We just haven't like decided yet. Because what we have going on is kind of overwhelming. And we know this works. So for us to go to men's, we're still trying to figure out what we're going to do. I'm not sure men are only obsessed with watches. Well, so that's the thing though. Like, I don't know about where you are, but here in Dallas, people know that I sell jewelry. So then the next thing the next question's like, hey, what do you guys have for men? Like, that like the men here wear jewelry. They see their girlfriends get in the pool with our chains, and our chains don't turn. So then the guys are like, hey, do you guys have men's? I want to get in the pool with my jewelry. Like, so the men here, they ask me for jewelry like every time that I see them. Some men actually wear their girlfriend's jewelry, even though it's a little feminine, but like, Pat had on, I gave my cousin our rope chain. He loved it. Our friend's boyfriend had on one of the thicker version of this herringbone chain. He loved it. Like, so I come in contact with a lot of men that keep asking me to do a men's line. But we just haven't gotten around to it yet. Oh, yeah. So I need to meet more jewelers in Dallas. I actually have a lot of like jewelry friends on Instagram, but I don't know too many people in Dallas. So thank you for that suggestion. Should I be asking vendors to rhodium plate my stainless steel, or is that something standard? So for my manufacturer, rhodium is standard, but I have seen people ask me like, how did your silver come out that color? And I'm like, it's rhodium plated, and their manufacturer did not plate it in rhodium. So you should tell them that you want it rhodium plated and extra polished, so you can get the look of like that nice silver. So this is rhodium plated. These eternity rings, rhodium plated. This is rhodium plated. So it has that nice silver, look to it. So let's see. What other, did I miss questions? Oh, you asked about what someone starting out should be paying daily for Facebook ads. And I said $5 a day as you're testing, and when you find a winning ad, turn the other ads off and increase your budget to $10 a day, and then go in small increments from there. So, but test your ads, test different creative, whether it's video or pictures. And then if you have a winning ad, turn the other ones off and then increase the budget. Of course. Yes, extra polish looks white, white gold, super expensive. Exactly. So if they're not polishing silver with rhodium, ask them to do that, and then extra polish. Yes. Well, no. So rhodium plating, rhodium is waterproof, but it really depends on your base metal, right? So rhodium actually, this is sterling silver. Sterling silver tarnishes, but sterling silver is also very easy to clean, right? So I wouldn't wear sterling silver in a pool. I wouldn't wear it in the shower, because it's not a metal that is made for water, right? But stainless steel is. So that's why stainless steel plus 14 karat gold or stainless steel plus rhodium makes it water resistant. Now rhodium will protect whatever metal it is on top of, but I would not list it as water resistant unless you're using a water resistant metal, basically. Because this is just the plating. Once that plating wears off, so the plating doesn't depend on it being water resistant. The base metal depends on it being water resistant. Yeah. Yeah. So, but I think Tiffany's, what is Tiffany's base metal? So, it all depends on what that base metal is whether or not, if you can call it water resistant or not. So let's see. Let's go to their rings. Okay, so I don't know. So right now it's looking like I'm seeing real gold. So let me change the price. Let's sort by the price. Let's find some of their cheapest. Yeah, so 925 sterling silver. This is 925 sterling silver, right? Where's their, not seeing. Okay, sterling silver. It's most likely plated in rhodium. Yeah, but you wouldn't, exactly what you said, you wouldn't want to get sterling silver wet because it tarnishes, but you can easily clean sterling silver with baking soda and like a soft bristle brush. So let's see. They are overpriced. Yeah. So sterling silver is sterling silver, and the cheapest thing that they have is $200. So they are making money off of their jewelry, but I think people pay for the name, so it's all good. How can I get my website critiqued by you? Send me an email. And in the email, you don't have to write a lot because I have attention span problems. Just be like, hey, Monique, can you critique my website? And I'll get back to you. If it's long, oh, I hate long emails, and I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I just can't do it. Just get straight to the point if you're going to email me, and I will definitely, you'll get a response back if the email is short. And I'm so sorry I'm like that. I'm just like that. I don't know why. Yeah, it's their name. All right, y'all. Do y'all have any other questions? I'm so sorry it cut out on you. Let's see. If you guys don't have any other questions, then I'm gonna head on out and finish some work. Hey guys, I'm so sorry. I had gotten a phone call. Are you guys still here? Are you guys still here? Let's see. Okay. Okay, so sorry. I got a phone call. Okay, so are there any other questions, guys? So I'm gonna leave it at that. If there are no other questions, follow my business page on Instagram because I go live there often. Yeah, I go live there often. When you started running ads, how well did they perform? I'm in the midst of testing. So they performed really well, actually. Photos didn't really do anything. Video was really good for my brand. So just test them out, test out photos, test out different videos, and then see which ones do the best. Also play around with the interests. You should know your age range, who you're targeting. And yeah, the biggest thing is testing out the creative. Maybe when you first start, offer like a 15% off discount code. Be creative in your wording, know who your audience is because you can use language that would grab their attention. And that's the whole purpose of testing the ads, and run maybe like 4 different ads at $5 a day, whatever one brings in the sales. Use that, increase the budget on that one, turn the ones that aren't working off. And then that's kind of how I did it. You shouldn't be promoting stuff on Instagram. You need to run your ads through facebook.business.com or business.facebook.com. Don't promote on Instagram or Facebook. Don't do that. If you use Shopify, make sure your pixels are connected. What else? Because if your pixels aren't connected, and you're running Shopify, then it's not going to do anything. Also, I did a one-on-one, and the girl wasn't utilizing Shopify to process her orders. She was creating drafts in another, I think in Stripe, outside of her Shopify. And when she was running ads, nothing was converting. It was because she wasn't letting Shopify and Facebook work together. So Shopify and Facebook, it'll target people based off of their email address and their previous purchases, and that's how they work together really well. So if you're not collecting emails within Shopify, then your Facebook can't target people that look like the audience that look like the audience, or they look like the people that have bought your products in the past. So just little things like that. Do you have any ideas for jewelry photography? I've been using white silk shirt as a backdrop and placing my gold jewelry on it, but I don't want it to be repetitive. So me personally, I actually really love like shiny surfaces. So we take pictures like on there. We take pictures on that black one. We do, I don't know if you were here in the beginning, we do a lot of like Pinteresty photos, and our Pinteresty photos have been the ones that have been converting. So go on Pinterest and find photos that are like repinned a lot, and see if any of them fit within your aesthetic, and with what kind of jewelry you offer, and then try to like recreate some of those types of looks. Because the biggest thing now is those, like, because I said in the beginning, with the Facebook, the Instagram algorithm, it's all about reshares and reposts. So if you're not posting images that get people to reshare, or sorry, not repost and reshare. If you're not getting people to reshare or save, you know that little flag on your like Instagram, what is it called, Rachel? I'm struggling here. The bookmark thing. Yeah. So that's what Instagram is interested in, saves and reshares. So that's why you have to like get your content, the pictures. You need to be making sure that you're taking pictures that will prompt your customers to reshare or save. And so that's kind of how the algorithm is working right now. So just figure out, like, go on Pinterest, find real like aesthetically like pleasing like photographs, and kind of like see if you can do that for your crowd. So let's see. Yes, do not pay for promotion on Instagram. Is your jewelry business your only source of income? Do you promote on IG? No, my jewelry business is not my only source of income. I do jewelry. I do one-on-ones. I have a home in DC that is a rental property. And then I was laid off, and so I still get severance from my old job. So I have a few streams. And then what was the second part? And yes, I promote through Facebook, but I do most of my stuff on Instagram. Instagram that feeds to my website. But yep. Are there any other? Where can I get custom jewelry cleaning cloths from? So I actually was wondering the same thing, but we got these cloths from Amazon, and we're actually about to go see if we can like get a Cricut and maybe iron on, but I think we're gonna order some custom ones so we don't have to do that. But we just got these plain ones that we're using. We got a bunch of those from Amazon for like $8. And they're individually packaged too. So that is something that we're gonna add, but right now, I think custom jewelry cloths are a great addition to your packaging. So whoever said that, I think that's a really good idea and something that you should look into to add. I think your customers will really like it. But as far as where you can get them, I don't have a resource for you because I'm still looking myself. But I know I did get those from Amazon. Why shouldn't you pay to promote on IG? So that little button is not, it's there, but you're not going to get real results until you go into business.facebook.com. You're so limited when you promote on IG. When you're going to business.facebook.com, it streams your ads to Facebook, it streams your ads to Instagram. It also allows you to create your ad set to where you can target better. Like you can target lookalikes. You can target people who look like your customers. Basically, you can't do that when you're just promoting with Instagram. You're so limited on what you can do that it's like a waste of money. You're not going to get the same results. You could take, so like if you take your $10 and then you tell Instagram, hey, target ages 22 to 40, and then they like these things, then Instagram will kind of do it. When you take that $10 and you go on business.facebook.com, you can say target to this group of people. This is their age, this is their interest, this is who they like to watch. I want you to find customers that look like my previous customers. Target them. Like there's just so many more options, and so your money goes farther. So that's why, I mean, you might get a few sales if you just promote it, but like, do you want to like get a few sales, or do you want to be effective? So that's kind of like your thing. So like, I want to be effective. I don't want a few sales. So that's why I say do business, .facebook.com. Let's see. How do you feel about influencer promotion? As I said, the question was, how do you feel about influencer promotion?
Oh, we're just doing that.
Yeah, we're doing that right now, but we're not really doing it as far as we're utilizing influencers that are already in our community, to create content for us. But as far as using influencers to like spread the word, we've got that kind of on lock. So we use influencers for content, because I think we do a good job of reaching other people between our ads, but we don't do a good job with content.
Right.
So that's how we utilize influencers. And I feel personally, and this is the reason why I like just reaching back into my community, is because most of the people that we use for our content, they believe in our brands. Like when I okay, so like we've been having issues with like people literally taking my She Can Do All Things, and then my She Can Do, taking my font, taking my logo, taking my rings, right? And they're now reselling it, saying that it's their vision, right? But I'm not even seeing these people. My followers are like diehard, right? So my followers are the ones bringing these like copycat brands to me and like, oh no, Monique, did you see this, right? So when we reach back into our community and we say, hey guys, I don't know, like, how do you explain it? Like we use our followers because they're very loyal to our brand in the first place. They believe in our brand. So it's easier.
Personal too.
It's so much more personal. Yeah. Like they believe in our brand. So when we ask them to create content for us, it's like, they're like, absolutely. What do you guys need? So we don't go out and find influencers. We use people that are in our community and they love it. Like, I think there was only one girl that asked to be paid, but other than that, everyone is doing our content for jewelry. Yeah. And so we built a community, and so we reach back into our community and use the people that follow us from our community as opposed to just going out and buying and paying for influencers. Let's see. Hey, baby. Oh, yeah, I'm on YouTube now. Oh. But we have to go to Joanne's. All right. It's a Mockingbird. All right. Huh? Do you need this for a write-up or anything? No. Well, no, because we didn't go to the post office. All right. Thank you, though. Yep. Do you need a business license to start an online? No, you don't, but you will need to see if you have to pay business taxes for your state. So research on your state and go to the comptroller's website for your state and see if you have to pay business taxes. In Texas, I do. So every couple of months, I have to pay my business taxes outside of my income taxes. Have you gotten past the fear of going live on social media? I talk about fear often because you really just have to get, like, what's the root of your fear? Like, are you afraid that people aren't going to join? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid that you're going to stutter? Like, figure out what you're afraid of first, and then figure out how you can get over that fear. If your fear is that no one's going to join, that's the worst. No one's gonna see you mess up. Like, no one's gonna see you fail. If you're afraid that you're gonna stutter, practice is the only thing that's gonna like get you over that hump. Are you afraid? I mean, what are you afraid of? So figure out what's causing that fear, and then figure out how you can get over that fear. Because I don't know, it's just, I feel like fear is kind of an illusion. There's normally something behind it. And so if you figure out what is behind that fear, then it's kind of like easier to overcome it. So, and then you shouldn't be fearful of people anyway. Like, what's my what do I say? My mentality is like, what's the worst that's going to happen? You know, you mess up, you trip over words, no one joins. Like, the first 10 minutes of this live, I was in here talking to myself. No one was in here. So like, I don't know, you kind of just need to figure out like where that fear is coming from, and then figure out how to get over it. So typically, how much do you invest in merchandise? Thousands. I don't know, like, yeah. I did my taxes. Hold on, let's see. For the year 2020. Let me go to my, not TurboTax, my QuickBooks. If you don't have QuickBooks Entrepreneur, or no, QuickBooks Self-Employed, that is a must, especially if you're in the States during tax time, like that's a must. QuickBooks Self-Employed. So let's see. Oops, hold on. QuickBooks Self-Employed. Let's see. I spent about $37,000 in business expenses alone. So that's for the year. So if you can kind of 38,000 in business expenses. That's how much went out just in expenses. Let's see. Sonia, what are you saying that you reported them and commented and was blocked? What was that? How do you utilize influencers for content? Do they get a commission? Well, when Rachel comes back, I'll let her answer that one. BLDX Monique is my business page on IG. Follow me there because I normally do lives there. But yeah, Sonia, I'm curious, what happened? And okay, yeah. We'll wait for Rachel to get back. Are there any other questions? Sorry. Let's see. Oh, the girl from Ghana. Oh my gosh. She, no, that is a touchy subject. Ah!
She blocked me too.
She blocked Rachel. Like, girl, you knew you were stealing from me, so you had to block me before.
Right.
Like, when I tell y'all, my customers don't play that. Like, if they see anything remotely close to my brand, they tell on people for me. Like, I don't even see it half the time. They tell me. And then sometimes I'll try to go look at the person who's like stealing my stuff, and they've already blocked me. So that's why I don't even know that they exist, because they've blocked me ahead of time. Can you explain what you're doing for the influencer program?
Oh, yeah. So we kind of touched on this. Oops, sorry. Before, we decided to use people, our customers in our community. So we just kind of looked for girls who already posted a lot of pictures. So we're not giving them commission or anything, but you know, when we asked them, they're more than happy to help us out for content reasoning. So they are agreeing to send us content every month, and we're going to send out our new products to them. So that's kind of how we're using them. We like to use our customers. It's just more personal, and you know, they love our jewelry already, so that's what we decided to do.
So what did you say in your email when you reached out to them?
So I reached out to them and I just said, you know, we appreciate the business that you do with us, and I just kind of laid out the plan, like, hey, we are going to give you an influencer box with our hot items, our new items. Can you every month send us 5 pictures for content? I would emphasize, you know, we love you tagging us on Instagram, but emphasize this is for our content, for our website, you know, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I also made sure to send them examples of aesthetic pictures that we like, so they kind of have something to work off of too. And then just getting their ring size and their address, and just set that up for them each month. So,
yay,
yeah.
thank you. Yeah, because I didn't do that. That was all her. So let's see if there are any pictures. The new one, the guy that copied me, he be in the lives with you all.
Right.
That's what pissed me off. Like,
Very
come
good.
on, guy. Like, you hear me talk. The thing about it is, guys, there is so many, like, oh, they said that's brilliant. Thanks, Rachel.
Oh.
There's so much that you can do. So the fact that you felt the need to sit in my lives, then steal my stuff, you're a bold one. You're a bold one.
Oh, look how cute that looks.
Rachel has on the new earrings. Hold on, guys.
This is the new one, and then this is our classic hoop in my second hole.
Oh, I like that.
Looks cute.
Yeah. So, but it's okay. It is okay, because it was crazy, because the thing is, like, last summer I did a video about contacting a lawyer and everything about this girl who had done the same thing. And it was really concerning to me. And it was like I was beat up about it, and then I had a dream, and I asked my friend if I was correct on the dream interpretation, but basically it was a dream, like, for me not to worry about, like, the copycats, because they're gonna get their own, and I don't even have to really do anything. But sure enough, the girl who was copying me, so that happened in August, by Black Friday she was out of business. So it's really is it disservice or misservice? It's a disservice.
Disservice.
It's a disservice it's a disservice to yourself, honestly, because my brand and how I run my business and everything, I feel like it's bigger than me. And I was graced for the business, but who knows what you are graced for, but instead you're trying to copy everything I'm doing instead of figuring out what you're graced to do. And who knows, like your ideas, your vision could have probably changed the world, but instead you're trying to copy my vision and what I'm graced to do, and you're not even like exploring what you're graced to do. You know what I mean? So like the only thing that I can think of though is what, like, you're not going to be able to sustain somebody else's vision. He's not graced for my business. That other girl wasn't graced for my vision, and that's why she you know, put the brakes on in freaking November. She wasn't. People, entrepreneurship can look glamorous, but I'm trying to tell y'all, it's hard. And if you're doing something because you think okay, so hold on. If you're doing something because I make it look easy, that's only because I was graced for this. You're not graced for my vision, basically. So if you're gonna do it and you're struggling, you should have figured out what you were supposed to be doing, not trying to follow exactly what I'm doing because you see that it works for me. So who knows? Like we said before, like not everybody is graced for the same thing. Like I need Rachel. Rachel's not graced for entrepreneurship, but she helps me run my stuff. You know what I mean? So like figure out what you're graced to do, because everybody is graced to do different things. But if you stay in the mentality of, oh, I'm just gonna copy them because they make it look easy. Oh, she's getting sales. Y'all don't know the half of it. Like March was our hell month. March was, how do you explain March?
A lot.
March was
frustrating.
Oh my God, guys. Like, I'm so glad that we're kind of coasting right now. We're still going through some like growing pains, but like, I don't know. Like, it's not always like what you see, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. Did you create a contract for the influencers? No. No, I don't think that's necessary. Like, these girls post our stuff all the time anyway. So it was just more so like, hey, we're gonna give you free items if you could like include these stuff in your pictures.
I would say that I made like a drive for them individually. So, and I just in a nice way kind of told them that. So I'm like, hey, you know, we are expecting 5 photos, and I'm gonna know if you don't send me 5 photos. So
yeah.
Just in a nice way, I kind of made that clear that, you know, you do have an expectation. So.
See, I would have never thought to make a freaking drive. Like, right? You guys see how Rachel's gift? She is operating in her gifts. Like, I would have been like, just email me. Like,
right, let me know. Send me the photo.
Oh, that's nice. You made them. Yeah, I would have never known to do that. Okay. Let's see. What are your profit sales? Is $1,000 a good start? $1,000 is a great start. Yeah, I mean, keep going. As long as you are making sales, you guys are on the right track. It's just a matter of finding your sweet spot. But $1,000, I think I told you guys I made what, 800 when I first started. So 1,000, I think you're on a great start. Unless you're copying me, then I'm gonna say stop. But no, 1,000 is really good. What is your profit sale? My profit when I first started to my profit now, completely different. We're running a different kind of business now. I purchased your beginner business guide. Will there be a part 2? So I think we're gonna do like a Saturday like class, like a brunch. So I think I'm gonna do a class, and I would love to have you. Follow me on Instagram though, on my business page, because guys, I'm so sorry. It was another call. Let's see. Are you guys back? Let's see. Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. People have just been calling my phone. I don't know if they've frozen. They haven't come back yet. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so the brunch would be virtual. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's like my biggest thing that we're gonna do next is the brunch. It's like a business brunch, and it can be virtual, or you can meet me here in Dallas. Whatever you guys decide to do. But I don't know if I'll write another ebook, but that's probably gonna be next. But okay. I think I answered most of the questions. Are you, James? You're listening to me. Yeah. He is on my line. Would you ever consider a collab with one of us once we have our business runnings? One thing I do on my Instagram is, like, this past weekend, I am friends with a lot of other jewelry makers and jewelry designers, and we have like a really like tight community. But as long as you're original, I think there's a lane for everyone. And I think I'm going to start featuring more designers on my page. And so just write out your vision, like stay in your lane, stick to what you felt like you wanted to do. Be creative. And James says hi. He's in the living room. Be creative, and I would love to feature new designers and everything. And like the jewelry community is very friendly, but like I'm friends with a designer. Her brand is called The Lab Style, and then I'm also friends with a girl. She is Gold, and we just connected like friends first, and then we feed off of each other. So like we give each other ideas and stuff like that. So there's definitely connections to be made, and it's a great community. And we all support each other because we all ride in our own lane, and it just works like that. So I would love to feature you once you get started, because I did that this past weekend, so I think I'll do it again. Let's see. All right, guys. We've been on here for 93 minutes. So, hour and a half, I think we're good. Yep. So don't forget to add me on Instagram, because that's where I've done most of my lives. If you need help, I have resources. And so you can do your own thing without needing to copy other designers, copy people. Like, there's tons of resources. I'll try to save this live. We're about to go, so I don't know how fast it's gonna upload, especially it's an hour and a half long. So it usually takes a while to upload, but yeah. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.